Well, we're here on MediaCom MC22 talking with Iowa Heartlanders defenseman Anthony Firriolo. And Anthony, you've been with the team for almost 2 months at this point. What's your experience been like coming to Iowa for the first time?
Yeah, it's been tremendous. I mean, obviously the group of guys have been super welcoming and super enjoyable these last couple months. Coaching staff has been awesome. Super good organization, and just really enjoying being here with the guys, and great organization.
And you've played for a few teams now. Last year, after you finished your college career, Jacksonville started this season 9 games with the Indy Fuel. But what was it like when you talked to the coaches here that maybe made this opportunity even a little bit different than the first two?
Yeah, I mean, spent some time in Indy. It was awesome experience, great coaching staff there and organization there too. But just needed a change of scenery, and talking to coaching staff here. Super welcoming and just super kind of honest, and just really felt like the right fit for my game, and someone that they were looking for to come in and make an impact. So it's been awesome here, and they've been tremendous so far.
And when you got here, the team was going through a little bit of a struggle. It was right after the Rapid City series, but over the course of the month of January, through all the call-ups and injuries that were being experienced at the time, the team still found a way to have a winning record in January and have started off February pretty well. So what about these last few weeks have you liked about the way the team is playing?
Yeah, I think we're just kind of all coming together as a group and buying in together. And obviously, when I first got here, we had a lot of guys called up, so it was hard playing with 7 forwards at one point and 5 or 6 D. But having those guys back down now has been tremendous for us and our team, and just kind of coming together, playing, sticking to the systems, and really just coming together as a group has been a big key to our success.
Let's talk a little bit about your background, which is you went to Army West Point, which is a huge step in anyone's life to make the decision to serve our country and go to West Point and become an Army cadet there. But what was the decision like for you at the time, if you could take us back a few years, that you were recruited to Army and you wanted to go to Army and play for Brian Riley?
Yeah, so kind of going throughout juniors and stuff, didn't really know where I wanted to go, talked to some schools obviously, and Army ended up reaching out, and I knew a little bit about it just because it was about an hour and a half right outside of school, and they ended up coming to me and saying, hey, we really like you. Started talking to them a bit, and then they offered me, and kind of just talking to my family and talking to my grandparents, both my grandpas who both served in the Army, just kind of brought a light to me, and just kind of was like, hey, like this is something that's bigger than myself, and obviously hockey comes in end one day, and it's what's going to be beneficial to me down in the long road, and what's going to help me. And so Army was kind of a place where I was like, hey, it's a challenge, it's something that's going to put me out of my comfort zone and give me an opportunity to do something that a lot of people in this world haven't had the opportunity to do. And so definitely when I kind of got the offer, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. And again, just did my research, did my homework, went on a visit, and it was pretty surreal. And once you get on campus, I mean, it's a pretty awesome place. And then freshman year is a bit of a grind, but then the boys always look after you, and they got your back, and just take it day by day. And yeah, I mean, just kind of each day was a bit of a grind, but then the days went by quick. Then it was the weeks, and then the months, and then now looking back on it, if I had to, I would do it all over again, because it was a tremendous experience for me.
You're part of a pretty unique group. Heartlanders fans remember Trevin Kozlowski, who won the ECHL Community Service Award winner in his first season here. He helped out at the local VA about 1.5 miles away, and that was during a lot of the COVID restrictions. So on his own time, he'd go to the VA and chat with those at the VA, and help serve our community here in Coralville. But yourself, Dom Franco, who played for Cincinnati, is still in the American Hockey League now. In addition to, I'm forgetting the last one off the top of my head. Yourself, Trev, Dom Franco, and I'm forgetting the one in between. What's that?
Colin Bielek.
Yeah, that's right, Colin Bielek. That's right, on Indy, who you just played with. You guys have a pretty unique community here of Army West Point grads that are playing pro hockey. So what's it like to be a part of that small and unique community of a professional hockey player?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been the military's been super grateful and given us the opportunities, given athletes the opportunities to pursue their sport at the professional level. And back a couple of years ago, they passed a rule that went through that allowed the athletes to go and pursue their sport professionally if the ability to. And then after they're done with their career, go and do their 5 years of service. And it has been unbelievable, because a lot of kids' dreams are to play their sports professional and then beyond that, still being able to do their commitment and their service, which they committed to when going to the school. So it's the best of both worlds. So obviously, we're all grateful that we get the opportunity to live our dreams since we were a kid and be able to play this sport at the professional level, just like other kids are playing their sports that went to school there right now. But being able to do the service after means a lot too, because obviously going there and giving your commitment to serve this country, it's not like you're backing away. You're just pursuing something else, and then eventually going to go do your service and do your 5 years. So super excited for that.
Well, Anthony, on behalf of the Heartlanders fans that just learned that you're an Army grad, thank you on behalf of them, and thank you for all you've done already and being an Army grad. We appreciate it, and thanks for a few minutes.
Thank you, Dave.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we come right back around the corner. It's a look at the ECHL out-of-town scoreboard, highlights, and more here on MediaCom MC22.